Hey everyone, hope your day is as beautiful as this one. If not on the outside, at least on the inside. When you are in the middle of a storm in your life, when you are feeling pressure, feeling struggle, feeling pain, when you don't know where to turn, it can be very overwhelming if you don't have the tools in place to raise your frequency, raise your vibration, as we're all energy, we're all energetic beings, so you can tap in to a higher frequency even if you're in the middle of a storm. It can be easier for others. It depends who is in your home. If it's people in your home that are contributing to that pain and the struggle. So, what do you do to help you focus outside of the storm? Do you just focus on the storm? You know, I've been through so much in my life. And when I tell people and tell friends some of the stories and some of the things that I've been through and pulled myself out of, they don't get how I was able to do that. And I tell them I just don't think about it. I don't think about it. I just do it. I act. When you sit there and you wallow in the pain and you wallow in the struggle, it can be too overwhelming, and then it gets worse. So I'll share a few of the things that I do other than just not thinking about it. One of the best things that I can recommend in order to not focus there is finding time to yourself. Now, if you're a single mom like me, it can be extremely tough to find that time to yourself, especially if you don't have proper support. It can be tough. And you need to find that time. You need to either find a babysitter for a couple hours or find a play date where you can drop your child off, or the grandparents, if you have an okay relationship or great relationship with them. You need the time to yourself. This is where you will be able to reflect on how you can improve your situation, what you can do in order to pull yourself out of that. That's the number one best thing, is to find time to yourself. You can have a self-care routine in place. I'm not really a routine type of person. I'm a wing it kind of person, and I just go with the flow, and I'm spontaneous, and I like some things scheduled, and I'd like to know some things are organized. Although when we have things planned and we try and have a schedule, things pop up. And I don't like being let down. Everybody else has let me down. I'm not letting myself down. So I kind of just wing it. That doesn't work for everybody, because I know some personality types, they need that set schedule. They need to know what they're doing. That's why some people work for the government. That's why some people get a 9 to 5. Because they want to know what their hours are, what they're doing every single day, and it has to be monotonous, and they want to know that they're getting a pension and they don't have to worry about anything else. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying different personality types need different routines, schedules, and I don't. I just wing it. So anyways, whether your self-care is going and getting your nails done with the girls, or whether that's taking your dog to run on the beach, or whether that's sitting and listening to some frequency sound music. So that's another thing that I like to do. You need to use some discernment in this. There's black information, white information, and gray information. So no matter what your stance is and what you believe in everything that's happened the past 3 years and everything that's happened the past hundreds of years, there's false information on all sides. So especially when it comes to YouTube nowadays, there are a lot of people out there that are misleading and misguiding others. So when it comes to frequencies also, you need to discern when you turn that frequency on, do you feel yourself rising up? Do you feel lighter? Are you able to connect to your heart? When you're in alignment with divine source energy, you will feel up. You will feel rising. You will feel the frequency of your soul resonating with God, with divine source energy. And now if you're listening to something, this can even be people talking. This doesn't have to be just frequencies. So when you're listening to others, when you're listening to frequencies, you will feel that. Now if you're brought down, or you find your mind drifting to something that is negative in your life at this time, that is not a good frequency for you. If it's guiding you to connect to negativity in your life, that will be your indicator that you need to switch that track. So when you, again, if you're doing this with anything, you can do that test. Just feel within you. And where is your mind led? And where is your heart led? And where's your focus? So again, if you have stresses in your life, when you have stresses in your life, we all have those come up at times. External factors, external people, you never know. There are things you can do to pull you out of that state. When you turn to alcohol, when you turn to the toxic karmic cycles that you are so used to and comfortable with because that's what you've known, you'll keep sitting there and you'll keep repeating those cycles. Pull yourself out of it. One thing at a time, baby steps. Don't expect so much of yourself. We can really be our own worst enemy at times. And there's enough enemies out there behind the scenes working against us at all times, and sometimes straight in our face. You don't need to be an enemy to yourself. You be your own savior. Your own best friend. You don't expect anybody else to come out and save you. Love yourself enough to pick yourself up and enjoy this life. There was a post, I believe it was today I saw it. Yes, it was. And he said, I don't know what to do. There's nothing worth dying for anymore. We're so conditioned to the negative statements and the negative speech and the negative mindset. What's worth living for? I'm literally looking at a whole bunch of things that are worth living for. And my child isn't even with me. He's not worth dying for. He's worth living for. And I'm not wasting my time so that he suffers. I'm not going to let my child suffer because of my ignorance and my neglect on myself. So pick yourself up, dust yourself off, know that you're better, know that you deserve more, demand respect, teach others how to respect you, find your voice. It's not worth it. Stop sitting there and moping around, okay? Smile, find something to laugh at, look at a funny video, go climb a tree, go play with a dog. Go play with the dog out on the beach. But come on, look at this, it's beautiful. Find something to love. Love yourself, and then you will love everything around you. No matter if it's ugly or not. And ugly, I don't mean ugly people, I mean ugly attitudes. You'll end up laughing at them. Because you'll realize how you used to be there. You're like, holy shit, that's pretty ugly. I don't want to ever be there again. So enjoy the fucking sunshine, man. Get yourself up off the ground. Wipe those tears. Love yourself. Mwah. Blessings to you all.